listener so that we know what to do today. To be a good listener, you need to show me your looking eyes, calm hands, and a calm body. And closed lips when you're listening. That will help your ears to do great listening and your brain to grow bigger and know what to do for today's recipe. Now, I read a story this week, and in my story, there is a little hen. She's a little red hen who does some baking. She's got 3 friends, the cat, the dog and the rat, but they're not very helpful. They don't help her very much. Do you know what she makes? She made some bread. Would you like to make some bread? Yeah, it's really fun to make. It takes a bit of time, so be patient, but it's worth it. Let's find out what we need. Okay, you will need some flour and some yeast and some sugar and some salt. And you're also going to need a bowl like this one, a tin like this one, or like this. And if you want to make a really fun shape, you will need some scissors. And I'll tell you about the shapes you can make at the end. You can see my pictures on the seesaw. Okay, let's start. First, you're going to need to put the flour and the salt into the bowl and stir. Then you need to make a hole in the middle of the flour. So scoop a bit out so there's a little hole. Next, you're going to need to put the yeast and the sugar in the hole. Then pour the water in. You might need a little bit, or you might need it all. So just get a cup and add a bit at a time. Just a little bit, and then mix, and just a little bit more, and then mix. You can use a spoon, but it's even better to use your hand. Get it like this, and round the edge, bring the flour into the middle, and make it into a dough. Don't let it get too sticky, just a bit of water at a time. Okay, then, when it's a nice, round, spongy dough, you're going to need to do some kneading. And kneading looks like this. Okay. Bash, bash. Bring it over and bash it. Fold it over and bash it. You're going to need to use strong muscles. Okay, next, you've got to wait a bit of time. Put it somewhere warm to rise. Rising means get bigger. It's going to go up, hopefully. You have to wait a bit of time. Then, you need to take the dough and make your shapes. Maybe you will make a loaf like this, or maybe you will make a big round bread, or maybe you'll make a hedgehog bread. I've put some instructions on Seesaw to show you. Make your shape. Then you need to wait a bit more time. So put it back somewhere warm and wait a bit longer. And finally, you can bake your bread. It takes some time, but it's really lovely. It will smell so good. I want you to have a talk with the people at home about your dough. What does it feel like? Is it stretchy? Is it spongy? Is it soft? Or is it a bit too sticky? See what words you can use. And what happens to your dough when you put it somewhere warm to rise? Does it get smaller? Or does it get bigger? Maybe it gets more spongy and more soft. Use some wonderful words. Now, when you get to shape your bread, this is the fun bit. I want you to meet somebody. Are you ready? Here he is. It's my little bread hedgehog. Say hi. I made a hedgehog. I put some instructions on Seesaw for you to follow. But I got a bit hungry. And I ate some of my hedgehog earlier. If you make a hedgehog, maybe you can send me some pictures. Will you eat his nose first or his tail? Have fun, everybody. Enjoy making your bread. Send me lots of great photos too.